Hi everyone, welcome to another video from Electric Car Australia. And today we're down at my local MG dealer, MG Springwood, and we're doing a check-in after about 6 to 7 months from the release of the MG ZS EV in Australia. So we're here with John Simpson, one of the sales guys at MG. How are you, John?
I'm really well, Greg. How are you?
Good, thanks, mate. Thanks for taking the time to catch up with us again. We just wanted to get a bit of a feel for how the ZS EV's been going. So how are the sales since, it was about late October, early November, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. Sales since then, they're just tenfold along with inquiry. At the moment, we're currently about 15% of MG sales are EVs and PHEVs. So,
okay.
Obviously, we want to aim to be a lot higher than that, but at the moment, in these early days, we're doing really well.
Yeah, actually, that's impressive. I didn't think it'd be that high. So, yeah, that's really good. And so is that in the actual range, so in comparison to the ZS petrol to the electric, or just in general the plug-in hybrids?
Not accounting for the little MG3 that they do, but in the medium and small SUVs, it's that 15% mark.
Yeah, okay, that's really good to hear. And so people that are coming in to test drive them, are they generally coming straight in and they say, hey, I want to test drive the EV, or are they coming in and browsing around and then sort of, while they're here, making the call to take it for a ride as well?
Yeah, well, the majority have done a lot of research online that we've found, so a lot of our appointments and inquiries are specifically on the hybrid and the EV. So, yeah, generally they're coming in on that product alone.
Yeah, okay, that's great. And what are the rough numbers, if you can let us know, on people that test drive it to actually go through with the sale? Is that a reasonable number?
Yeah, it is. I'd put it somewhere around that 90% mark. Early adopters are, as I said, doing a lot of research online, doing a lot of spreadsheets and working out sort of running cost compared to if they go for the petrol variant. And word is from a lot of them that it's about half the cost of what running a petrol engine will be.
Yeah, no, it is definitely, and I guess that's a bit like myself. So I'd done quite a lot of research and obviously ordered one via the MG Australia site before they were even in the country. But the test drive was really the final piece. So I just needed to take it for a drive before I signed on the dotted line. So that's good.
And a lot of the time we are actually suggesting that they drive a petrol equivalent back to back against the EV, and we found really positive feedback on that.
Yeah, I think it's the acceleration, mate. I know, I back in my younger days, that was a pretty big thing, and I didn't think it would be as exciting. But once you get an EV, that acceleration off the line does take you back to your younger.
It does, yeah, phenomenal acceleration.
Petrol head sort of days. And you'll find that in any EV, but yeah, particularly in a smallish little SUV, which is at the lower end of the price bracket, it's impressive to see the ZS take off from a standing start like it does. Yeah,
and the beauty is that same feeling of acceleration or same grunt you do actually get even on the highway overtaking, regardless of what speed you're doing.
Yeah, that's right. So it doesn't sort of drop away. So yeah, anyone that's interested, whether it's in the ZS EV or any other EV, definitely take them for a drive and test them out on that test drive in all driving scenarios, not just go around the block or the motorway, so try them in a few different ones.
Yeah, we found that we generally like our customers to take it for an hour or two. Initially, we also even offer overnight test rides for people that are still 50-50 on it. But we find just living with the vehicle for 24 hours is the big clincher. That's what makes their mind up.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's a good point. And there's even some rentals starting to happen in Australia in a broader range of EVs, not just Teslas. So people are actually renting them, living with them for a week because, people want to test the charging, plugging them in, range, how far they can go in real world. That's good. So, John, when people are coming in and they're looking at the EV, take it for a test drive, etc., what are the main questions they're asking you guys? What do they want to know about from you?
The main questions all centre around the charging. Obviously, that includes the range, whether it's going to suit their lifestyle for the kilometres that they travel. as we all know, the average person travels 44 kilometres a day. So you're literally just topping the vehicle up at night for a few hours.
Yeah, while you're sleeping.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. It's just overcoming that little bit of range anxiety. But once they get the car home, plug it in the garage with the trickle charger, easy to live with.
Yeah, that's right, and it's good for you guys. As I mentioned earlier, we've got an abundance of EV chargers, whether they be 7 kilowatt or 50 kilowatt chargers around this Springwood, sort of Logan, southeast Queensland area. So, really lucky. So that puts people's minds at rest. Yeah,
definitely. As you can see, we've got one just freshly installed here at the dealership, but within, I'd say 20 kilometres of this place, you've got multiple chargers.
Yeah, you do. And some of those are free, some of those are paid, some you need an app for, etc. But yeah, there's certainly areas in Australia that are well serviced for chargers, and then we do need to be realistic. There's a few areas around that aren't so flash. So again, that's where it's an individual thing. People just need to make that choice, the way they're using their EV, where they live and where they'll be travelling, whether that suits or not.
Yeah, that's correct.
So with the wait times, John, early on obviously there was a bit of a wait. We've had the issues with hold-ups at ports and that sort of stuff. How's that going now? So if somebody came in today and signed up, how long would they have to wait for their car?
Currently we've got all colours in stock. So our standard wait time is 3 days to prep the car, and then you're back at the dealership driving away in it.
That was going to be my next question on colours. So if you have a particular colour, so that all colours are available within a week?
Yes, most definitely. We work very closely with MG and obviously all the other dealers, so they brought in a lot of them. Okay.
And is that for our viewers around Australia, is that the same in every state, do you know? Or is that
I believe it
Brisbane?
is. I believe it is. So, yeah. MG are bringing ships into pretty much every major port in every state.
Okay, that's good. So, yeah, local WA customers or Victorian customers can expect similar?
Yeah, that's correct, yeah.
Okay, no, that's really good. As viewers would know, I personally own a ZS EV. We've been very happy with it so far. We've got a bit over 6,000 kilometres. I done a road trip to Yamba and back, so Yamba in northern New South Wales yesterday and back without any issues. We'll have a separate video just on touching on that. That covers off the MG Pilot and the driver assistance functionality, so check that out in the next couple of weeks if you'd like to have a look at that. But EVs don't suit everyone, John, so MG's recently brought in the HS Hybrid, so that's a plug-in hybrid?
Plug-in electric hybrid, yep.
So how long have they been on the market now?
Around about 1 to 2 months. They did release them about 3 months ago in Victoria, I believe, where they did a big media drive day. But we've seen them come through to our dealership over the last sort of 8 weeks,
Yeah, okay. And is there more interest in those than the 100% EV, just with the transition with Aussies, not necessarily being too comfortable with EVs? So are you seeing like more enthusiasm, I guess, for that hybrid model than 100% EV?
Yeah, I think there is a little bit more. It's not really converting into more sales for the hybrid. I guess it's just more, as a dealership, we have to make people aware of the benefits of owning a full electric vehicle, and just getting over that anxiety of not having the petrol as a backup. But yeah, the sales inquiries have been really good.
Yeah, I guess it's a good option for you guys to have that second model. It's an in-between. For me, being an EV advocate, I'd prefer the 100% electric, but realistically, we all know that doesn't suit everyone at this point in time. So it's good that you guys do have that hybrid option. And what's the pricing on that one? So does that sort of sit neatly between, and I know we don't have 100% electric HS, so we're sort of comparing different vehicles. But just broadly, does that sort of sit at a halfway point, do you think? Or is it a bit on the higher?
It is a little bit more expensive than the full EV. But what MG have done, they've actually taken their top-of-the-range petrol model, called the Essence, and done the hybrid conversion on that. So it's $46,990, still priced really well for value, features, the works,
Yeah, and that's a bigger vehicle too, isn't it?
It is, yeah, a lot bigger, but still has all the same technology with the Pilot, which is a big draw card as well.
Yeah, that's right. The 5-star NCAP rating on the ZS EV is I think a good selling point. And that's obviously come from the decision of MG Australia to just bring in the one model, the Essence, whereas in Europe, etc., you've got the choice of the two models. So the lower spec model obviously helps with that pricing point, but again, you don't have the features and stuff. So
yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay, well, John, look, once again, really appreciate your time. As you mentioned, we've got a DC rapid charger here. So this is down at MG Springwood, and I'm assuming that a lot of your dealers around Australia will be getting these in?
Yes, correct. Just speaking to a few other dealers, they're all getting placed in dealerships as we speak.
Okay, and will they all be the rapid chargers with the CCS charger?
Correct, yes.
Yep, okay, that's great. So, yeah, for those of you that know a little bit about EVs, these have the CCS rapid charger plug on them. They're around 44 kilowatts?
Yep, that's correct, yep.
Yeah, so these are a Delta charger, so slightly smaller capacity than the Tritium 50 kilowatt chargers that you'll see pretty much around the world, but particularly here in Australia. But that is a quite chunky charger. So who can avail themselves of a charge, John, and how do they go about it?
Okay, not a problem. We do have a swipe card option here, but also if you go through the ChargeFox app, you can actually unlock it via that.
Yeah, most of our viewers would be familiar with the ChargeFox network, so you can get a RFID card or an app. And I do suggest, as in other videos, that you have both of those, because there's times when your mobile will be flat or you don't have mobile coverage in the bottom of a car park. So grab that RFID card as well. But that's good to know. And I'm assuming this is only in business hours?
Correct, yeah. So 8 a.m. until 5:30 through the week and 8 till 4 on a Saturday. Okay.
And how about sharing the love? Are you guys going to share the love to all EV owners, or is it primarily for MG?
No. We've, as always, we'll look after our customers where we can. So, just come and see us in the showroom and we'll take it from there.
Great. And sorry to put you on the spot there, but I guess you can always try and sell them an EV, an MG EV as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
Okay, John, look, thanks. Really appreciate your time. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you'd like any more specific information and have a detailed one-on-one discussion with us, please send us an email via our website, electriccaradviceaustralia.com.au, and we'd be more than happy to set up some time and go into more detail and answer all your questions. That's it for today. Thanks again. Take care and stay safe.